Hi, 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 hi. It's about that time, finally. I've tried recording this so many times. OBS crashed. I get bouts of hiccups. Seems like the world does not want me to record this world tour that I've been promising you guys. My bloomfies or whatever for so long. So let's try it again. Okay. To start off, we have the granddad pixel art. Yeah, if you follow me on Blue Sky, you saw this. It's so good. It took me way too long to put together. You will see how I got all this wool here in a second. Well, maybe not a second, but a few minutes. I do have a wool farm. I promise it wasn't /gif. So this might be the loudest thing in my world so far, but it's not the intended main focal point. All this base stuff is over here, which let's go to. I've got some pyramids here for when I want to build beacons. Well, I guess I have built the beacon pyramid, but I need to get more withers. But trying to get the wither skulls is such a pain in the butt, and I've already done it so many times, spent so many hours into it, but I digress. I might as well just start running around and showing off the things in my world here. So here is, oh yeah, I've been setting up some like kind of crafting stations around the world. So there's these, I'm not a professional designer or anything, like don't judge me, but I do have like a smoke signal here so I can kind of see like, oh hey, the crafting station's over here. So I got one over there, I got some over there. It's got kind of the essentials and then a couple extra accoutrements. And then some shulker boxes. This is to build more of these crafting stations. Then some first aid, and then a bunch of empty ones. This here is kind of my donkey breeding. I'm trying to... Random redstone that I forgot to put away. I've been kind of working on a project off and on to get like the fastest and highest jumping donkey, so these are my current two contenders. I haven't worked on it in a while, so they've just been chilling here. And this was like kind of the jump test, and then I was like, oh, this little mod that I have in the top of the screen here just tells me. Kind of cheaty. But, you know, so many people use that mod, I don't feel bad. And I've had, like, just enough items and stuff. It doesn't change the gameplay, it doesn't give me items. But I did have this before I installed that mod. The mod is called Jade, by the way. The one that shows the information on the top of the screen. And then I also have Xaero's Minimap and JustEnoughItems. And then these were kind of stables, so like the fastest runner, the highest jumper. But then they ended up starting to go hand in hand, so I haven't done that. Random horse that I haven't done anything with. Dripstone here, which I was kind of experimenting with pistons earlier to get some. Eventually in the works to automate this, but I just haven't done that yet. This here was for getting the crimson and warped mushrooms. So I would turn on these pistons and then just spam bone meal. But I haven't done that in a second. Oops, I turned off the redstone clock. Also, don't tell me like an Enderman took those or something. They've been so annoying. Oh, goodness gracious. Tree farms out the wazoo over here. I mostly use the spruce because I tend to get the most wood. I tried this little thing with adding tripwires to try to prevent the really low spruces from growing, but it ended up not working, and I just haven't been bothered to take the tripwire down. That was kind of sad, but it was worth a shot. Then dark oaks, pale oaks, there's those nether mushrooms, jungle, acacia, oak, birch, and cherry in order over there. Sweet berries over here. Here's the world's ugliest cactus farm. At the time when I built this, it was still early in the world. I started this world on June 25th, and it is now August 2nd, but yeah, I just built it with materials that I had on hand at the time, so there was no design whatsoever. But it works pretty decently. I have more cactus than I will ever need, so I just end up composting a lot of it. So the cactus will come off and then flow down there. Packed ice, and then a bubble column in here that goes onto this hopper. Here are my manual crop farms. Oh, thank goodness my apartment AC turned off. I hope that wasn't bothering the recording. So I've got wheat, potatoes, carrots, beets, and then pumpkins and melons in order there. And then sugarcane here. Nice thing about the sugarcane here is it's the exact amount I need to get an exact paper trade with my villagers, which you will see soon. So that was really satisfying to learn that that was the case. Then over past these farms, I have a village that I haven't worked on in a long time because I've been so caught up with other things. You know, I should have grabbed one of those horses. Anyway, that's okay. With the speed 2 beacons, it's not too bad. But we'll go over to the village. Oh, I forgot about these too. This was the llama breeding that I was doing too. Kind of similar to the donkeys, but trying to get the max strength for the most chest slots. But I haven't worked on that in a while either, because I haven't been using the llamas. Basically, I got shulker boxes, and then everything was cheese from there on out. So here's some of the village. I kind of built some unethical housing, and some of this I haven't finished for the villagers here to get them to breed. Got some iron golems. And when I was trying to develop the village a bit, I built like a little barge here in the river, which there was a villager in here with a lead tied to here, you know, to make it look like a little tugboat pulling the barge. But I didn't think about it, and a zombie killed it. So there's nothing there now. It's a temporarily abandoned barge. Eventually I'll get another village there with some zombie protections. Some iron golems spawned in these buildings here, and I've not taken any of them out. Because they just were like, okay, we're going to spawn here. Little farm here for the farmer. Because farmers farm. And then this was like my attempt to build kind of an apartment building for the villagers. To kind of cram them all in here. But little did I know the villagers would not use the second floor. Where did they all go? Don't tell me more of them died. There's a few of them here. Okay, so they'll walk around up here, but none of them have claimed these beds. I don't know if they like to claim beds that are ground floor, but okay, so they do walk around up here. I had never seen that before. I have seen iron golems spawn up here before, though. Oh yeah, there's one right now. So anyway, that was my attempt at building kind of an apartment. I used up all the deep slate I had in the world at the time. Thankfully, I have more now, but this was an early build. So I was struggling for deep slate. Or as I call it for the funny, I call it deep state. just because it sounds funny. And then this was like kind of a house I put together for myself for when I'm in the village and need to sleep. But there's nothing in it because I'm never in the village. I was going to start something here. I was also going to start something here. And I've just been so busy with other projects. Take a little raft ride. I should show you guys the map. So when I started this world, like all of this was river. You can see the river biome goes all the way out here if you look at the top. I manually placed all of this dirt to extend my farms. And while that has given me a lot more land area to work with, you can see down there, all that space. It does complicate when I dig underground, which I didn't think about. Also, drowned love to spawn down here, so they can be a pain in the butt sometimes. I mean, they're easy to kill, but it's just like if I'm building or digging something under there, and then all of a sudden drown bothers me, and I'm like, come on, just minor inconveniences. I know, first world problems. So that was a village that I've done nothing about in a month at this point. So I played around with it kind of early. Then I had some horse stables over here. I haven't really done anything with them since I haven't been working on my breeding project. But there was, I believe, a mule here, a couple donkeys, some horses. when I put the cherry tree farm here, because I want to have this road full of cherry trees and it goes all the way. But then when I started putting my cherry trees here, they were growing into these, and it was just kind of a pain in the butt trying to even out, you know, get rid of the leaves, but then make it look right. So I just put that cobble wall there. Over here, we have another beacon waiting for withers. So I have an iron farm. You'll see that this here is kind of a work in progress, but I have a mutton farm here. And the concept is you take your iron, the iron bars here. When you breed the sheep, the babies will fall through the iron bars, but the adults don't. So you can just do this. I'm a bit of a cheater. I use an auto clicker to make this so much easier. It's not like, you know, a hacked client or commands or anything. So I try to justify it in my head, but it's still dirty cheating. But it's my world, so I don't care too much. And so, yeah, all the babies will fall down there, and then when they grow up, their hitbox will become tall enough that I can flip this lever and lava will burn them, and then you'll get mutton in here and some wool, but I don't really look for the wool much because I already have wool farms. And I'm gonna do the same over here, but for pigs. I already have a cow one over there, like at the main base, that I put together for steak before I built these ones. But it's uglier. I started using wool here, so but I haven't finished breeding the pigs yet, so I haven't done that. Let me just put these on real quick. There's the flag of my people. And then we'll go down over here. So, here was the first sheep farm that I had. It was manual. And just for wool, not for meat or anything. And I didn't have all the colors, but I've just kept a couple of each in here, because why not? Got some foxes here. These are foxes that don't trust me, that I kidnapped from the taiga. And then these are all foxes I've bred that do trust me. And I haven't built them a proper home yet. Animal abuse. A stack of trees that I put there just for fun. The whole Forever World thing, I'll put a link in the description, but I was inspired. Like, I just started playing Minecraft. I had no goal in mind, but then I happened across Love Star K on YouTube. They're big on the whole Forever World thing, and they're great, wholesome content. Do check them out. I will link them in the description. But anyway, in their Forever World, they have stacks and stacks of trees. I was like, huh, maybe I'll do one of that. So that's what that is. A creeper here that I captured. I have not named yet, but it is my second pet creeper. I will show you my first pet creeper soon. Oh, I forgot to go over there. That's just an ice farm. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna teleport over there. Ye old ice farm. bubble column entrance, and then just a drop exit. It's not crazy high-tech yet. I know I've seen ice farms with the pistons and, like, bud switches that'll push them up and make a whole big block for easy harvesting, but I haven't needed to harvest ice in a bit, so I haven't done that yet. And just a quick fall. Okay. That's that. So I'll go back over here. Oh boy, I can feel the lag spike. This is part of like a hostile mob grinder. I sealed off the downstairs area, but I do plan on opening it back up, or at least making like an access way, like a door, because I never did finish all of the water tunnels, so it's not as efficient as it could be. I just put enough to capture some. So, rotten flesh in here, I sell to clerics. Gunpowder I have collected and used for TNT, and then everything else I haven't really bothered too much. I need to make some, like, I need to make a better mob grinder with some item sorters and stuff, but this has worked for me okay for now for what I've needed. So up there's a spider separator, so spiders will go up there, an egregious amount of hoppers, because that's just how I roll. Everything else comes here, and then this little trapdoor is for just in case. Like, sometimes I'll get a couple baby zombies that don't burn, and they kind of jam, so I just come in here. And then sometimes I'll get a witch, and they just spam the fire resistance, so I have to come in here and manually... Not all of them last forever, but then some of them they do kind of jam up the place, so sometimes I have to manually go in there and clear them out, so I need to figure out how to separate witches. Some brewing stuff. Got a couple brewing stands here. This is my semi-automatic composter for bone meal. Got a mule and a horse here. Got a little shack with a couple of lays in there. Got bees. Goodness, I can't remember if I already showed you guys these in this video yet or not, because of how many times I've had to record this. So I got cocoa beans here. This was my first bamboo farm. It was entirely manual, and I was inspired by old school Minecraft builds, so I did all the logs like straight up before you could rotate them. But you would just come in and do all that, and then the bamboo manually flows down here. And then you pick it up. So that was fun. Okay, I need to sleep. Take a sip of water too. Sleeping, looking at Granddad. This here... Goodness, did I talk to you guys about this, right? Because I was complaining about Enderman. Did that happen before the crash? I think so, I think so, I think so. Please forgive me if I'm repeating myself. I am so garbled right now. Dragon head. Let's see. Job blocks. Music discs. Some other stuff I need to sort. Then my main storage room. Oh yeah, treasure maps. It's down here. I called it the Savic storage room because I noticed as I was doing this little design, and I was like, this looks like the Sapphic Pride flag. So I started calling it that. Thought it was a little silly. So, it's not the most organized, but there are some things that are kind of grouped together, like wood, some of the dirt and cobblestone, deep slate. Nothing in here yet. And then down here, it's kind of like the Foundry area. So here's Lava Farm. Then my semi-automatic smelters, which I need to reload with all the charcoal, and I'm going to take one of these because I just finished my stack. And then here's some cobblestone generators that I put together just for fun. I think I have more cobblestone than I will ever need, for the time being at least. But it was fun to put together, just to relive like the Skyblock days. Some more chests up here. Here are my happy guests, which I have not named yet. Oh, the unethical cow farm. Yeah, it's this over here. Same thing as the sheep, but for cows. Get the leather and the steak. Another crafting station. There were carrots in here because I used to have the pigs here, and then I moved them. random stuff in there, minecarts. Oh yeah, so big ol' stairs with these cherry trees because I was going to build a nice big mansion up here, and then I lost the motivation. So, and also my first nether portal was in the way of where I wanted to build it, and I haven't moved it yet. I've not been bothered. So this is all unfinished. There's nothing in the rooms inside. But one day I'll finish it. At least that's what I keep telling myself. But down here you can get to the nether portal as well as my mine down here. Oops. Good thing I have feather falling because that has saved my bacon a few times. So I've just got my branch mine down here. Got one of the beacons down here. There is a cave spider spawner over here. It is a mine shaft, but I haven't used it in a while because I haven't needed it. Pretty much ever since I built my Enderman farm, because I was using it mainly for XP. But now I have an Enderman farm in the end. These over here are slime chunks, but I haven't done anything with them other than hollow them out because I've been lazy. So yeah, I'm mostly just mining here, looking for ores and getting deep slates. I also fight withers down here because of my little cheese strat, where I'll dig out like a really narrow tunnel kind of far away and then build a wither. And with my Smite 5 sword, which I do not have in my inventory right now because it's in the shulker box, it's really easy peasy cheesy to kill withers. And that's how I've been getting my beacons. The hardest part is just getting the skulls to build them because the drop rates are so low. Even with looting 3, like, it takes hours. But yeah, nothing special down in the mines, really. I just go there to mine. They're entirely purpose-mined. So, ooh, that was close. A bunch of holes in here because I used TNT. This used to be like a dome of a mountain. Big mountain here, and I blew it up. These here, I just recently added these platforms to build more, and then I haven't done anything, so they're just kind of here sticking out like a sore thumb. I might take it all down. Get me like a efficiency 5 shears and tear it down. So I'm like, I don't know if I really like it. Over here's a little quarry I started just for fun. I didn't really need it, but I was like, I kind of want to have a quarry, and it's exactly 1 chunk. And along the border of a chunk. So like if you look at the world map here, the highlight here is for each chunk, and it lines up perfectly. And then of course if you look in the F3, you can also determine that it's a chunk. And then these are all the resources that I've grabbed from it. I was using a silk touch pick to get stone because I've been starting to experiment with redstone a little bit. So I need like the smooth stone for repeaters, comparators, all that. So in here's the storage for the wolf farms. Once again, unethical farming. Let me show you the top of that. It's over here. Yeah, here's all the sheep. I did not organize these by color because I did not care. One day maybe I'll change it, but it was such a pain to get these sheep in here, and I know the moment I try to switch out these, they're going to run away, and it's going to be a nightmare. So I haven't done it. These are my villagers that I trade with. Those guys are ready to harvest. I'll show you that here in a bit. So these two trade my paper. These are farmers with various trades. I get a lot of money from these guys. So, and it's great for the XP to repair my tools as I trade. But I'm not going to do the whole kit and caboodle right now because it takes a while. Let's see. Nothing else on this floor, really. This unemployed villager, I have not given them a job yet. Let's see. Where are my staircases? There's one over here. enchanting station with a bunch of books, anvil. Tried to kind of sort them, and I got carried away really quickly. Tool and weapons storage in here. Here's my other pet creeper. Now, this guy here, I did name Spaz12. So, Spaz is a reference to, if any of you watch Ethos Lab, been one of my favorite Minecraft YouTubers pretty much since the beginning. And in his early videos, he had this like kind of recurring bit with he had a creeper villain, General Spaz, and it made for some funny hijinks in his earlier videos. So this was a reference and like kind of a tribute, with the 12 being both like pretending that this creeper is like a distant descendant of General Spaz, as well as like kind of a nod to the Spaz 12 shotgun. I'm not really much of like a firearm nut or anything, but I was like, it has a ring to it. And of course, no shade to those who are. And then these drowned here, they just randomly appeared in a boat one day, so I was like, okay, I'll bring them in. So we have Django and Hugo, which I named after web frameworks. So Django is a Python web framework, and then Hugo is a static site generator written in Go. Yeah, I couldn't think of anything better to name them. Then I have my wolves, cats, and allays here. I haven't named all these wolves yet, but the ones that are named were suggestions given to me by people on bluesky, so I was like, hey, give my mutuals a little place in my world. Then some cats too, and some of my friends have named. The LAs I have not named yet. I've not thought of anything for them. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys the evil lava. I am such a monster for this, but then they burn, and then the leather and the steak and stuff. Some raw beef comes through, like when they grow up, then they start to kind of cram and crush each other a bit, but I got a lot of steak. Oh yeah, I have some resource packs on, the Golden Days resource pack, which explains the texture and the sounds. So I will link that in the description too if I remember, if you guys want. Having been playing Minecraft since like the old school days, I'm a bit of a rose-tinted glasses person, admittedly. Automatic bamboo farm here, not the best redstone, not the most efficient, but it works, and here's more bamboo than I'll probably ever use. I think probably my proudest redstone creation is over here, and it's a self-sustaining chicken farm. Now, I am by no means the first person to do this, and I guarantee you there are more compact and efficient designs, but I have not looked up any tutorials, so I just kind of put this all together by myself with no guidance. Okay, I gotta figure this out. My OBS keeps crashing, but I was able to recover the footage, at least, so I didn't lose anything. So here's the chicken farm. Basically, cram as many chickens as you can into here. They lay eggs. They go through a little sorter here, and the eggs get dropped here through a bubble column and feed back into a dispenser. And then the new chickens will crush one of the adults, and then the chicken and the feathers, like the meat and the feathers, go in here, and that baby will grow up, lay eggs, and it loops. And yeah, so I have infinite meat with no intervention. Do remember to cook your raw chicken though. Also, it is pretty slow, so I haven't actually used any from it yet. And you have to be kind of close by, since the entities, you know, they'll unload. But you know, it's nice. I can like AFK when I go to bed. Get a lot of meat. Okay, I'm gonna turn up friendly mobs for a second, because I have a little aquarium here, and I put together a quick resource pack because if any of you have seen that pufferfish eating a carrot video, you know the sound the pufferfish makes. So I replaced the inflation sound with this meme sound, and it's so good. It's peak. And then just some other like tropical fish here. Sometimes I'll just come over here just to hear this. It's so good. And then just some like behind access. Storage rooms right there. And then up into here. So this is like kind of the workshop area and everything. Oof, the lag. Did I show y'all everything in here? I think so. I think. Okay, I should go to some other areas. I'm gonna be a dirty cheater and teleport. Because this is a tour. Goodness, where is it? I had a little desert area over here that I was farming sand at, and I've forgotten where it is. I had waypoints, but I turned them off because the names are all dumb and cringe. Oh, goodness my gracious. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I was collecting sand and sandstone here. It's got a little crafting station. There are also some sulfur caves nearby, which I have not explored yet. Some temples that I've grabbed everything from. There's a village right here, so this is like a kind of decent desert hub area. Let's see. I don't think I've done anything over here yet. Oh, there's an ocean monument somewhere in here. Yeah, right here. This ocean monument, I've killed the Elder Guardians and harvested the sponge and all that from, but I've not made a Guardian farm yet. I do intend to eventually when I learn how to make them, because I want that prismarine and the fish, but there's that there. Okay, and then way over here, I generated some terrain in beta and then copied the regions into my world. I didn't know if it was going to work, but it did. Then I also have some 1.0 terrain down here, so 1.0 terrain and then some beta terrain. So I kind of started a little base over here. Oh, all the way down. So, just, you know, whenever I want to break from all the hustle and bustle of my main stuff, I'll empty my inventory over there and then just come over here and work on some stuff. I did bring some enchanted iron tools that I had over, though. And there's another portal for access. Did start a couple farms. Now, of course, cocoa beans, pumpkin farming, that's not in beta. But, you know, it's simple living over here, or the jungle or dark oak trees. I did put together, you know, quick and dirty cactus farm. Yeah, so I do simple living over here. No major automatic farming other than the cactus. No major village trading. I'm just kind of here to chill when I want to take a break, and then down here I go mining. And of course, you know, not caves and cliffs terrain, so I mine at Y11. And I have not done anything with the 1.0 terrain yet, but I think there was a village somewhere in this terrain. Which is really cool, because then I have one of the old school villages in my world. But I can't remember where it is. Or maybe it actually wasn't in there, and I'm tweaking, because this is a newer village. Like, I can tell because of the acacia roofing. Okay, maybe not. I thought so, but unless it was over here? No, and there's a shipwreck. Okay. Yeah, I must be losing my marbles. I thought maybe there was a village. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay. I was remembering correctly, and then some newer terrain here. And these villagers, these testificates did carry over, but I have not given them jobs yet. It's nice to see these, like, older village houses. It's very small. It was only 3 houses, but it's just cool to have in the world. Oh yeah, because I had a portal over here. Okay. I really should have just kept my waypoints on. So there's that. There's a mushroom island that I haven't started farming yet, but I did discover. Let's see. I think that's it for everything I have in the overworld. So I go back to the base here. Let's check out the nether. I don't have much in there, but will get us where we need to go next. OBS crashed again. Yeah, I need to figure that out. So I broke bedrock because of course I did. Everyone has to in their forever worlds, right? So up here, you know, transportation hub as is customary, I believe, for Nether Roof. So the stronghold over there, I did have that waypoint still enabled. Other stuff over here that I've forgotten where the portals go. A tree here for fun. Then I was going to start making a boatway, but then I never finished it. So let's go... Oh wait, no, I do have a couple things I want to show downstairs first. Apart from my very inefficient tunnels. Oh, you know what? I gotta pull it on the gold hat. The piglin protection apparatus. I'm a Portal fan, and I thought naming it like that would be kind of silly. So this little contraption, this was like the first redstone thing I put together in this world, and I call it the Pusher because it was also another like XP farm before my end farm. What I would do is I would like go somewhere around here and just anger the piglins, the zombie piglins, and then just run into here and let them all come here and get pushed down, fall over there, and then I'd run down here and sweep attack them all and get the golden XP. And I died quite a few times, and I don't have all the drops in here anymore because I have kind of extracted them. I do have a portal directly to here now, but it is a bit of a ways from the base. It's in a meadow over here, so there's the opposite side of Grandad. The Pusher, as I call it, is in this portal. Oh! All of that, like, grassy area that you just saw before I entered that portal, that was all forested with trees. So I have done a lot of deforestation. I'm in the illegal logging industry. Oh, hoglins, they're so annoying. So over here's another fortress. This is just where I go to try to camp out all the wither skeletons. I don't want to get spammed by blazes right now, so I'm not going there. It's just another fortress. I haven't really done anything with it. I have, like, kind of tried to put some slabs and stuff, but nothing special. Okay. You and your giant hitboxes. Knockback resistance. Yeah, hoglins are annoying. That's all I know. Why can I never mind this quartz? You know, I'm gonna do that real quick. Because I can. Okay. And am I forgetting where my staircase was? No, it's right here. Oh, goodness. This will only take a minute. Or 10. I hope my spacebar isn't too loud. I don't have proper audio mixing stuff set up. Alright. Let's go to the stronghold. The good old horse here that I've forgotten about, that I was using to go across the nether here before I got the elytra, but it's also kind of slow. So the stronghold is over here, and you just drop down. I did have another way to get down here, but then I added that. So don't worry, I do know not to dig straight down normally, but I did know that it was a safe path. I went through a cave, basically. So here's my end. I was kind of messing around, and I built a bunch of snow golems when I fought the dragon to keep the endermen off me. Oh, this waypoint for the chicken farm. Yeah, I haven't done anything with that. There are some chickens in there, like, just a couple chickens. Okay, 4. And I haven't done anything. Beehive in here, just for fun. Some cactus. I was originally going to build this area up, but I haven't done anything. I haven't been motivated. But maybe at some point I'll make a little city here or something, but I'm also debating whether I want to refight the dragon, which, you know, all the stuff would get destroyed, so I'm kind of torn. But the Enderman XP farm is way over yonder. I'm gonna turn this all the way down because it's gonna get loud. These guys get so freaking loud. But yeah, just, you know, sweep attack the ever-loving crap out of them. And you're golden. That is exactly how I got to level 104. Nothing special there, just an Enderman farm. I have an Endermite up there on a boat. So they get mad and run towards the Endermite and fall through these trapdoors. And that's how I farm the Enderman. Some end cities over there that I conquered. Nothing special. They're conquered end cities. And with that, oh, moving back to the world spawn. Yay. Okay. Let's go back to civilization here. Whee. And with that, I believe that concludes my world as it is right now after like a month and a week of playing. Oh goodness, this took so many tries. I'm so exhausted. It's like 2:30 in the morning. I haven't upgraded everything to netherite yet either because mining for ancient debris takes so long. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll keep you all posted on the world every so often, and I'll be doing new worlds and stuff with y'all here soon. Once again, I am Nazi. It is nice to meet you if you are new here. If you're coming from my blue sky, then hi. This is my voice. So yeah, everyone have a wonderful day, night, whatever time in your time zone. Stay cozy, stay safe. And bye-bye!